Hello, I'm FDX and if you were asked to pick a game with a really great story and a really fascinating and in-depth lore, you probably wouldn't pick Minecraft, because Minecraft is a game where you get to decide on your own adventure. You get to pick your own path through the game and decide what you're going to do in it, because it is a sandbox game, of course, but that's not to say that there's no lore in the Minecraft world. In fact, I really like the lore because it tells a world which is sieged by apocalypse on all sides, with all the manner of scary things that are attacking on a non-stop basis. It tells a world which used to have many different things happening, which now no longer do. Think about the abandoned mineshafts and how they're entirely vacated, and it's something I find to just be hugely interesting, and that's why whenever there's an update to Minecraft's lore, I think it's quite a fascinating thing. And that's why Minecraft 1.14 has an interesting change to Minecraft, because it does change how we see the Minecraft world and what happened there before we were there, and I wanted to talk about why that is in today's video, which I hope you all do enjoy. So just to recap, in case you're not aware, most of the signs in Minecraft point to some form of post-apocalyptic world, because there are many things built a long time ago which are more impressive than the things built today. If you look at, say, a desert temple, or you look at a stronghold or an abandoned mineshaft, and you compare it to a Minecraft village, you can see how these are the shabby structures you find on the surface. The only ones inhabited by people are the kind of bad ones, whereas the ones that were built a long time ago by people you never find within Minecraft, those are the ones that are much more impressive. To me, that signifies some form of apocalyptic event happened, or at least a lot of time passed, kind of Legend of Zelda style, where like we kind of forgot how it used to be, and so therefore villagers are the only real living creature you find in Minecraft that are neutral towards you. They're the only other things that exist in the same world as you, and although they're not as ambitious, you know, they're not trying to kill the dragon and save the world, they're just trying to, you know, harvest their crops or whatever, villagers are the only other characters in the same situation as you in this game, or comparable situation, and you can see how there's pretty much no similarities between you and them, besides that you're both vaguely humanoid, but that's the closest thing you'll get. So the only other, you know, humanoid characters in Minecraft, the villagers, have had a huge update, and this is actually changing how they've kind of gone. And to me, this seems like a technological, upgrade, because before you found different villagers which did have different trades and different professions, but there weren't very many of them, and they didn't really have different professions, they just trade different things. But nowadays, if you look at the most current Minecraft update, the 1.11 betas or 1.14 snapshots, you'll see how Minecraft villagers have now been tied to certain trading-based blocks. So there are cartographer villagers, there are villagers which do farming and various other fishing-related tasks like that. We have villagers which do smithing, as you can see, is even lost an eye now, and basically all of the villagers have specialized a little bit more, which is a sign of a civilization technological upgrade. If you don't know, in the real world, when we just started out as humans, you know, we'd be in caves and stuff, and that really sucked. But then one day, everyone had to, you know, fight for their own labor. One day, we as humanity got to the stage where, you know, one person could make more than enough food for one person and make it for 2 or 3 people. This meant there were, surplus capacity, because if you have enough food for everyone and not everyone has to do something, those other people can work on various other things. They can work on writing, or they can work on any other various number of tasks that you think are important, and this is what you see in the village. There is a couple of villagers who do some form of food related work. We've got the farmers and we've got the fishermen. They go out and they will do something related to their task at their various skill bench, but then the rest of the villagers are working on brand new things, you know, such as making books, although he doesn't actually make books, but such as brewing, such as all these different tasks which you'll see. They all line up with a brand new thing, because they do productive tasks inside Minecraft, or another way to put that, if you really want to, is like, the villagers got jobs finally, they're not unemployed bums anymore, or, you know, something like that. You can see it however you want to, but like, the villagers have taken a technological upgrade, and that's an interesting step by itself, right? Like, Minecraft villagers have gone a step up, they've made their houses much nicer, and this to me kind of signifies a passing in time, either the changing of Minecraft's time period, or if you see Minecraft updates as happening linearly, then the Minecraft villagers improved because they worked out that they have more time, they used that time to make better, nicer looking, bigger houses, which actually have beds, so they don't have to just sleep by standing up and hoping that zombies don't take them down. Because they're also much better defended against zombies, because they all spawn with an iron golem, as we all do know. So yeah, there's fascinating stuff happening on that level. The villagers have all had a tech upgrade. Again, it's just objectively an upgrade, right? But here's the other interesting thing about this update, and why, in my opinion, it changes lore forever, because if you look at the wandering traders, these are brand new mobs which exist in Minecraft 1.14, 1.11. These wandering traders kind of break the rule in Minecraft that I just mentioned, that there's only you and the villagers left alive today. Everything else was done before you got there. So again, everything you find in villages, they kind of got from their village itself. There are some cases where they want things that don't come from the village, or they can get things that, you know, might not have come directly from the village, but pretty much everything they offer comes from these places they live in. There are the villages, and then there's the pure void of civilization, where nothing has existed for hundreds or thousands of years. Wandering traders break that rule. Wandering traders, when you spawn into a Minecraft world, you can encounter one of these guys instantly in the first 2 minutes of the game, or the first 10 minutes minutes, but you can find them very, very quick. As soon as you've spawned into the world, they've already gone around the world, they've traded, they've, you know, found their llamas, they've tamed them, they've done all this sort of stuff, and then interestingly enough to me, they have trades which exist like this one right here, glowstone, and that might not seem too significant, like, so you can trade glowstone with these guys. Why does that change Minecraft lore? The reason it changes Minecraft lore, they can trade glowstone or netherrack in some cases, or even you can see like coral blocks, for instance. The reason, or podzol, for instance, this means that the traders have explored the world before you have. Previously in Minecraft, when you spawn into the world, you were the one exploring it freshly for the first time in however many hundreds of years, but as it turns out, the trading llamas, in this update at least, have been there before you. This trading llama has got a trading villager has gone to the Nether. The Nether is not something you discover for the first time. It was long ago discovered by these guys who just go around the world, have mysterious kind of motives. They want emeralds for some reason, but you know, if you have all this amazing stuff, why do you want emeralds? And therefore it raises the additional question of like, okay, they've been to the Nether, when, where, how, etc. So by the way, just look at this. We're gonna throw some emeralds in there and get some glowstone. They very much do have it. They have a fair amount of it actually. You can trade a fair number of times till it goes. So he has 7 glowstone. He went to the Nether, he mined some glowstone dust, put the dust together, and then got one of these. This guy had a silk touch pickaxe and went mining underwater. He also has silk touch for that, and also has been to Savannah. They've been all over the world to all sorts of rare places where previously, renewable items have now become renewable. As long as you have one of these guys, you have infinite glowstone, infinite dye, infinite flowers, infinite tropical fish, although you kind of had that already. Many items have been made infinite, which previously were not. But here's the interesting secondary question that comes from that. Because these villagers are very elusive, very strange, have done things that you as a player can never do in Minecraft. They found these llamas that they've then trained and tamed in such a way that other people can't even ride them. Other people can never breed them. They're llamas that are loyal purely to him. If you punch the villager, the llamas will attack you. That's not how regular llamas work for regular players. There's a whole brand new breed of llama attached to a whole brand new breed of player, and this raises the question, okay, one, how did he do that stuff? Okay, you know, he's an NPC. You can write that off as like, oh, there's some weird lore reason for it. But the bigger question that you can't easily write off is if he's a wandering trader, you know, he's clearly gone from a village somewhere to explore the world and he's come back. Why does he want emeralds so much in that case? He's seen so much of the world, he can get anything the village is going to trade. Why does he want the emeralds? Emeralds have suddenly gone from just, oh, this is a currency in Minecraft which you can use in villages, to this is something which must have inherent value, because otherwise, why is this guy collecting so much for it? What are his plans for using all these emeralds that he wants so bad? He's going to all these places collecting all these rare things, and all he wants in exchange is emeralds. He does a pretty reasonable deal too to get them all. So what does he want for them? Like, the only person he can trade with is other wandering villagers, and also you, the player character. What's the scoop with that? There is a kind of like a mystery in the Minecraft lore, both in terms of how long has he been traveling the world, how did he do what he did, and also what does he want to do with the emeralds? And that's something, although we might not have seen it explored, it's something that you can at least deposit yourself what you think he's going to use those emeralds for. Because notice how these guys, they're neutral towards you, they don't really care about you unless you punch them, in which case they hate you, and they'll like you a little bit if you trade with them. But as soon as you find them, there's a timer until they just vanish and they're gone forever. They go off and you never see this exact villager again. Where do they go? What do they want the emeralds for? How did they do what they did to get there? And how long have they been exploring the world? It's fascinating to me that this update means, after this update, there will have been someone who has explored the world before you, and it is these brand new villagers. So yeah, this is 1.14 does change Minecraft lore in a really significant way. It's not a post-apocalyptic world that you're exploring for the first time. It's a world where you retrace the steps of a few other people. How many? Who knows? And I'm looking forward to actually seeing this maybe being fleshed out at some point. I look forward to seeing the theories and the other things that come from this, because the question still remains unanswered. All of those questions remain unanswered. They're a very mysterious figure, and although you can just argue, well, I mean, it's something put in by a developer and it's not mechanically fitted to the game, bear in mind most of the famous things from most of the lores from most of the shows and things out there kind of exist in the same way, but that doesn't stop them being fascinating regardless. Minecraft is a game which does have to remain at least somewhat logically consistent. They can change what that logic is, but it's still a thing that has to exist somewhere, and therefore these people slot into it somewhere, and I wonder if maybe we'll find out more in future updates, because emeralds have consistently over time just gotten more and more useful. They started as pretty much just currency, and then they've slowly increased, then they became ore, and so on and so forth. So I'm curious to see how that progression does continue from here, and also this update does raise more questions about many other things that we could talk about a little bit, and just actually to leave you at the end here with them. I'll mention that the pillager raids, which are a thing which you can find with these big towers, but also just anywhere randomly in the overworld, are something which have been added in this update and expand on the idea of illagers massively. We started with witches, which happened when lightning struck villagers. Then it turned into, oh yeah, rarely in a rare biome you'll find a mansion filled with these guys, bad guys hiding out in the woods. And now suddenly they've expanded, and they're not only, out in the middle of nowhere, but also they've set out outposts next to almost every village in the Minecraft world. Are villages going to go extinct? Is it only wandering traders that know the answers? I don't know for sure, but I love the speculation. I love the theories, and maybe you did too. If you don't, then I guess you didn't enjoy this video. But if you did, let me know, maybe with a like or a subscribe or something like this, because it's been a while since I've done like a theory on Minecraft video. I still do believe to this day that Minecraft is set in a post-apocalyptic world. I said that one like many years ago, and like half people are like, yeah, half people disagree with that. I'd love to know which side you fall on. Do you think Minecraft is a post-apocalypse, or do you think it is a world which was built out of convenience slowly by one dude, that the story you have to craft around it? Because obviously that's something you can believe, and that's something that is a little bit true, but I like the belief. I like the lore that slowly gets made of each update, and maybe you do too, in which case, again, you can like the video and you can subscribe to see more of these daily on your homepage. Thank you very much for watching though. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I guess I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, or maybe I won't. I mean, I might die from the pillager.